Hi, Club PEJU. It's me, Ryan, your wine club manager. As you can see, we're out here in our Rutherford vineyard today, and there's no more fruit on the vines, which means we're officially complete with our 2021 harvest. In just a moment, I'm going to turn it over to Sarah and Lisa, who are going to taste through your winter wine club wines with you. But before I do so, we want to wish you all a very happy holiday season from everyone here at PEJU. Cheers!
Hello, Club PEJU! Welcome to your Winter Club shipment. I'm Lisa PEJU.
I'm Sarah Fowler. We are very excited to be tasting some wines with you.
I know, and I love the holidays, so holiday wines are the best.
They are.
We're very excited to get going, so let's get going. Now we get to taste the Indulge Club. This is one of my favorite clubs.
I agree.
I know, right? Because first we get to start with the farm, then we get to do 50-50, our Persephone
Stained glass series.
Yeah,
Cab.
Cabernet Franc. Oh, no, Cabernet Sauvignon, sorry.
Yep.
And our barrel experiment.
That's right.
We'll tell you all about. So first we're going to start with the farm. This is based off of our, I'm going to pour myself some. That was very rude, Sarah.
It's all right.
So sorry.
When you're talking, I'm going to be tasting, so.
So first we get to start with the farm, and the farm is based off it's our Nostalgia series. All the photos were taken by HB, that would be my mom. And so it's a beautiful picture of our Persephone Ranch up there.
That's right.
Yeah, our Persephone Vineyard. It's a beautiful place. It's one of our favorite places, right?
That's true. I love it. And it's really nice. It's a 54% Sangiovese, 46% Cabernet Sauvignon. And this is probably one of my favorite wines that we make. It is an easy drinking, really pretty crowd pleaser. I think it's got a lot of like really rich, great characteristics, but the Sangiovese is like light and it's delicate. It's really pretty, and I hope you really enjoy it.
Well, I like Sangiovese because it gives you that more kind of high acid, like when you have an Italian wine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, really good with pastas.
Everything. Very food friendly. I would say
friendly.
across the board, the wines are all going to be very food friendly. But this one in particular is a little bit,
Awesome. All right, well, I hope you like this one. I'm tasting it very quickly.
And
All right, so
we're
what do we
going
get
to
to
move
taste
on
next?
to the 50-50.
So excited.
Which is great because it's a 50% Merlot and 50% Cabernet Sauvignon. 50% like New Oak, combination of French and American. We've been making this wine for quite a few years. Actually, 2005 was our first vintage. And your mom, wanted us to like put something together that had a little bit more Merlot. Maybe you can speak more to your mom's like love of Merlot, but she does.
She does love Merlot. That's why she wanted to do this. She wanted people to know that Merlot can still taste good. It doesn't always have to be about Cabernet.
That's right. So
plus it was, it was just October not too long ago, and October is Merlot month. And so all of you that drank a lot of 50-50 during October, got to celebrate Merlot month as much
for sure.
as possible.
It's one of those like you love all the little like, oh, it's going to be National Champagne Day, one of my favorites, or Merlot month, or all of these things, and it's just a really interesting way to like kind of focus and get to explore and taste different things, and like, why not? Another excuse to go out and taste wines. If you're watching this, then you understand that need to.
Yeah, and really fun. The other day, I had a friend in town, and he made paella, and we did a 3 vertical 50-50 tasting with the paella. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We were missing one vintage, though. I was sad. It would have been a 4 vertical otherwise. We had the 2015 50-50, the 2016, and the 2018 50-50. I was missing the 17. It's what I didn't have at the house.
But I think Merlot, I think the 50-50 would be great with paella.
It was amazing. Well, he suggested it. He's like, well, I think 50-50 would be great with paella. I'm like, oh, you just want to open that one.
Yeah, smart man.
So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. All right. I don't want to throw it away.
No, it's to me, I'm like, so where the farm is like, it's a 2018 and it's more approachable. The 50-50 still has some more oomph. It's a baby, and you can really taste the because it's more cab based. The Merlot softens it up a little bit, but it's got some oomph in it. Definitely has some tannins in there. So if you're just getting it, take a little taste, and then if you feel like it's a little bit closed up, feel free to decant it, open it up. And give it another like 6 months or a year, and it's going to be like softer. But that's so fun. We're going to holidays. You're going to have people around. open up a bottle and play with it. Like enjoy, that whole process. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's one of my most favorite things about the holidays is getting people together and opening up wine and talking and tasting and doing this. And so I think that I hope that you guys get an opportunity to do that. Yes.
Sorry, I'm just moving.
I didn't even see you do
I
that.
know,
You're
I'm very
so
excited.
Stealthy over there.
Well,
Wait.
these are all 2018 vintages. So what you were just saying about, letting them breathe and open up, you
Yeah.
can lay them down, is up to you, of course.
But I like my wines a little bit younger. I mean,
Totally.
I like them with the fruit characteristic. I like them to have good tannin structure. But I do understand that different people like the wines, at different levels. And sometimes people want a little bit more age. And if that's the case for you, it's okay to open it up and decant it. And truly just getting the oxygen in there is basically trying to polymerize those tannins and pushing it further along in a more kind of an aged, what it would potentially taste like with a little bit more age. So
Yes.
it's fun, and you don't have to do the whole bottle. You can simply take one glass and just go back and forth and aerate it to see if you like it better.
All right, so next we're doing the 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon from the Stained Glass series.
Yes,
Yes, and this comes from our Persephone estate.
that's correct.
Vineyard, estate, vineyard, ranch. It has so many names. We call it so many things.
That's true, but you know what it is? It's a fantastic place. It grows really great fruit,
Really does.
and the fact that it's 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, it is 100% estate. In fact, all of these are estate fruit. So I mean, all of these, we're primarily estate based, and we have we have 6 different vineyard properties in total, and so this one just happens to be 100% from our Persephone vineyard. So it's fun. It's a nice little.
I know, and the Stained Glass series is a lot of fun because all of those are estate-based wines, single vineyard from a certain area, and a single varietal as well.
It does have it's nice dusty characteristics. It's got really dark fruit. It's it's gonna be
But I love that it has the dusty characteristics because the dusty characteristics is usually for Rutherford wines.
Well, yeah.
And this is coming from behind the Howell Mountain area up in the
That's
hills
true.
there. So it's kind of I think it's cool that it's dusty characteristics.
Well, and this also one of the things we didn't talk about, but it's 100% French oak, so it's it's nice. It's got really pretty nice characteristics.
I know, and I get a
I'm
lot of those.
I'm sorry, I made you poured it out. And I'm
I
I'm still
know.
drinking.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah.
I know it's a tasting, but we're trying to enjoy it. But you know what? The truth be told is we don't get an opportunity to do this all that often. It might seem like we do, but we don't. I mean, I taste it while we're it's in tank
The
and.
same.
It's
When I walk by
busy.
Sarah's office,
Yeah.
oh, you're doing a tasting right now? Can I have some?
Or we're putting the blends together. But once it gets bottled and it goes out to you, we kind of we're working on something else, and so we don't get to do this unless we're doing this. And so it's a treat and a privilege to be able to do this with you. And so I think it's exciting, and hopefully you're enjoying it as much as we are. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I know.
I don't know if this, I always thought the 50-50 was the fan favorite, but I'm starting to hear a lot about this wine. This is becoming the very special wine.
It's
The barrel experiment.
Well,
Tell
and
us about the barrel
I will,
experiment.
because it really is. It really truly is my barrel experiment, and I've been doing a barrel experiment. I've done one since day one working here at PEJU, my very first vintage. I've done one multiple years, and what I really love about it is that it's truly is trying to figure out what barrel, from a winemaker's perspective, barrels are considered more of a spice rack, right? So, you can kind of shift, and it's like a little your salt, your little pepper, your little, your paprika, your rosemary. You don't want too much, but you want a little bit, right? Food by itself, needs a little sometimes needs a little oomph, and barrels do that for us. It adds a little great flavor characteristics. It's, and it kind of we can have more, we want more vanilla, and you want more spicy characteristics. It doesn't overpower, or at least it shouldn't ever overpower. And the nice thing about the barrel experiment, it is 100% new oak. It's a combination of French, American. I have 2 Hungarian barrels in it. But for me, I choose a wine that doesn't have huge, no, you're not gonna be oh, it has eucalyptus flavors or something, something that really stands out. It's a really solid, good red wine. But what I'm really looking to do is find out how the barrel is impacting the wine specific. And so it really is just kind of a really interesting way of tasting and seeing how the different barrels impart the flavor characteristics that hopefully I'm looking for in the wine. And then I get to choose, for all of our wines, what barrels fit well with the certain wines. And so I get to, and
Yeah, that's a lot
I've
of
been
fun.
here for this is my 16th harvest with PEJU, and at this point in time, I know I have a relationship with the different vineyard blocks, and I know usually like what kind of oak will go well with not just the different vineyards, but like the different vineyard blocks in there. It shifts and changes a little bit, but the barrel experiment primarily has all the barrels that I love to use, and I use them on a regular basis. And I'm trying to see if like there's consistency with the cooperages. But that aside, I'm also like, I'll throw in a couple of new ones and kick someone out just because I love, there's always something new.
Okay, so the question is there consistency with the barrel, with the coopers?
So most of the time, yes, but not always. And that's a whole nother
we're not gonna get into
that. We can talk about that another time, but like not always. I mean, like cooperages get sold, and people, there's just, I could talk about oak an awful lot, and I won't do that to you right now, but another time, happy to.
Okay, well, I think this wine is delicious. I think all the wines are delicious. We hope you share this with your friends and family during the holidays. And thanks for tasting along with us.
Yeah.
Sarah and I always like to do this. So
fun.
If you come to the winery, maybe one day we can do this with you as well.
Yeah, that would be great. You
Cheers.
guys, cheers.
You haven't got rid of us yet. Sarah, what are we tasting?
We're tasting the 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's in a magnum. And
Kind
we
of
love
like
magnums
we
for the
do.
holidays.
Everybody, I mean, like, it's really, truly, like, my favorite thing to bring to a holiday party. So if you want, like, if I get invited to a holiday party, I love bringing a Magnum. Nothing looks better. Like, I usually bring, like, a couple bottles of wine in general. During the holidays, you can come in and be like, what I got. And it looks fantastic. In front of everybody else, it just looks good. It's like its own little centerpiece. And you can age it longer. It tastes good.
At my family holiday events, my dad always shows up. He has all the old magnums, and he always shows up with an old magnum. It's really fun. So this is for your opt-in Magnum Club. You can get your 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon Magnum before the holidays.
Delicious.
Do it.
Magnums.
Magnums.
Magnum.